People are throwing a big salute for outside. You fit call me Michael. Call me Congo Saman. 3 o'clock. Now big story time. We'll check out story this afternoon for talk about Palava Road them for that side for inside Bui Division. People them for that side for Kifambiami, Kitiwum, Ngongoro. Tight for road, big motor again in every park. If motor no dey like that for tomato, Palava Road, how we go do with all this one then we dey cry for that side. They will come for that side to come back for this side for Southwest for talk about 20 something pikin they don't receive books them. We come for that side pikin with that papa be either gendarme or police or army man he die. Minister for Defense, he don't send them small car to say me they take her for manage their own Palava back to school. Then for this time for Douala 52, then two they will join come together for can take their own small one book them. Governor two, it don't move to 65 billion. 63 billion for 7 into they use them for Palava agriculture for that side for Southwest for LP where they do agriculture for the one big foul them one way they plan that cook them the one way they get better project plan to other one them for 17 and 2 it work a fine for Palava agriculture for that side. Teachers them people they own school they will get their meeting. Back to school meeting for Palava private school them how thing they get for happen for Palava how the one way they load their school say so they don't give other one if be pass for this time for Douala we go enter to for talk about the Ndongamen they will go to for talk about Palava this big book where it talks today so one book for one subject. What the people they go do with all that books they run pack for inside that store they so and they say minister sign this communique late so we'll go that side too for Chakara all this students for better way and even land too for Yabasi don't get community radio. No man I don't for clap am. You fit call me Michael, call me Congo Saman. As I come back with the enterprise story proper. May we start for Naktori this afternoon. Go carry una go time for inside Bui Division for talk about Palava Road. Road where the link beginning of that side for St. Augustine Junction, Kitiwum, Mbiami, Kifam, all that side and so road where they just come up, they fix the way they be fit that to say no they go now around 5-10 years. The road don't turn up in at one way. Either motor they dance, Makusa dance, Ngongoro they can't tight for road, small motor they slide na left right. If small motor come, if camion come again, you know if you pass that only small motor they pass, they can say this one it don't cut tight for middle road. Where the road is so all the time, so why would they wait say go come so to do something? If we gather people then for same they see how they feel, we can dig this small go to them and for even flop the road because time motor can block so activity and two it did the day fine out like see Antona road for that side they come the road where they go for that side from Biami, Kitiwum and from the other people for that side they only kind of crisis so men go na really try. Remember themselves, you can't help them. Because this Ngongoro then so now them the struggle for carry chop, carry all kind thing them. So when they block so other one and that they no go fit work. And when rain fall again, met up and for road upward, you just forget. Because they put a barrier there. When time rain fall, Ngongoro you need to pass. Now only time small sun come out before they say no bibi motona if you run for carry chop for that and chop the turn spoil for farm. The people the way they don't put money for that chop them to see how they use them. And at the jig am so. Now so another one go and come tomorrow. He go tight for into that big hole because the hole go fit drive fine so for talk about Palava bad road them for inside the country. Any idea Rolando? See? Papa go to the ones you go knock like so that once you go knock 2, 3, 4 days, me say the road don't be blocked for 3, 4 days. The jig am again they finish as the jig and then what the jig the more when they finish spoil am again na spoil am for that side too for inside division. More ask one eyewitness for that side make it tell we how what did the things that if you do for semi road a day fine.
Very much for this opportunity. I think this route has been in this situation or in this condition for about since the beginning of the rainy season. And some media stations have been singing about at least this particular portion or place at this site. And if you look at it now, another camion cannot pass here, except very small vehicles. And if it rains now, it will be difficult. And I believe that this is the thing, even the villagers are supposed to come out and do something. If the authority is not able to do something, I think the villagers can come out and try to make sure that they fill the potholes in order to make the road passable. This is what I can say. The road is very bad.
Thank you very much. Road is over bad. Road is over bad. We come over that side for Northwest. Carry una directly bring up for the play the consultation for Southwest. Precisely we will start now with Palava Kitu. They are picking them. You say Kitu them way they so that Papa they don't die either for war. Their mommy they don't die either by gun shooting. Would gun with the holler for that side left and right. Even though now the Nakuna Tori gun in the holler for that side for Bui Division. We will show you the bring una more updates for newscasts for that side for 8 o'clock. But for that side with the consultation for Southwest, this picking them they be there 26 in number. Now picking them way they so that Papa they don't die for either way gun in hala or something happen. So Minister for Defense Joseph Betia Sumo back to school. He said that picking them. They know when they beg uncle say, uncle buy me book, uncle do me the one. Me them say they fit do something, because they say they glad for the book they don't give, at least he go help you and he go make sure say make it the right book. Even though colonel they would gendarme them for would army put them for that side for where they talk to this. So this act now just to make and tell me that picking and no say this, so they be part of Kitu them and they get for grow to for be proud of say this, so that Papa too it be being a Kitu so for that side for Boya as they receive all these book them for that side 26 of them in number. It's been a small party. But for this side for Littoral, Rolando bring with the one for Douala too. They be joined too for this side for receive their own book them two-way. Oga Minister is send them and all them did in number 52 of them. After we Kitu them two, they do small match passing for them for sure because that Oga them two they be there for that side for see how this thing it go happen 555. They picking them two when they see her they glad to then they come on and say a small packet the one I book them inside with small bag, the one with the pencil with the chalk with the one we feel learn for house when I take out when I use and find learn better book so that mean you come out to can be like higher Papa be sometimes if you walk to from government sometimes if you can be another Kitu too. So they say all this one and for remember them and for show them for give them the love me they know say this so they be part of Kitu, their family. Me no tell that as Papa don't die, they no be Kitu family again. Say me they no say this so till them too they can't die before they ever know say this so they no be Kitu family after anything that happened for this side for Littoral after the 1 and 2 for that side of Boya they don't receive their own book them. But we'll go back for that side for Southwest so Master Rolando when I hit the press button this afternoon. Ngomna. It don't call all the people they do agriculture, they do anything that concern agriculture. You like the rain and pig, you like the plant and cocoa, you like the one na cassava, you like the one na coffee, you like the one na wechi. As far as it fall under agriculture, you like again na this thing. Call them for chakara and small to them because they talk of nchu. We rope down that's like 63 billion. Then nchu na for hell for palava agriculture for 72. It happened 555 put the rain after the help them if you need money for chap. If you need a small caterpillar, if you need a for buy seed, if you need money for buy chemical spray, a cocoa, other one for semi cocoa grow fine and make carbon to it go benefit for that side. Now even they moved into 63 billion for semi they help them for that side, make them too they live and for semi palava for agriculture for that side for Southwest. Me all thing it happened to for better way after here how the people into the beneficial too. Now they glad with a smile it did for their heart after see how they clap hand them for that side for all. Palava back to school this time around, Rolando. Private school owners, they begin that Ndongamen. Even though for inside in Ndongamen, small casting will be there where they be 1 week for their years. For sick I say, private school them, they just lock the anyhow, time we no get respect the rules and regulation for the field. And even though so one day they run the work for more than 25, 30 years, they can't say when I bring book, when I bring original document. So when they see that document again, or the one so they try to talk about all their small thing and all the trouble them too, where they face time, even to would palava this book, one book for one subject for that side for this that come from the whole and for this side for Douala, for talk about all their own small thing and for make up for city. So many that sector for private school them, made it to the orientate and make it get better meaning because even Palma delegate for Palava secondary education for this type of Littoral, he said he be there for Ndongamen for see how he go carry to the message for go out for before for talk about the problem they face time and which they need to do for semi all thing it happen 555 for Palava education for inside deal with country. So any day Rolando carry we Musoro for talk about Palava book. We'll go now for this side for Bui Division for talk about back to school. It not be easy at all. Because you see, workbook. The one list for books the way Papa then get for buy 'em. And now private schools, they don't start become move list again, write workbook. So then they want to say, why when I write workbook when Madam the Minister don't deny this so only one book they get for user, but when they put 2 books for one subject, means a reader with a workbook. So one of the it is so before Madam the Minister be one sign the degree, would they be able to buy workbook, then buy reader with order one them. Now so what they will do, all that stock we do, they complain plenty. Say this naturally begin for do I'm like 2 or 3 months so that you know will make them they punch you for all the kind of thing or they will talk okay and some next year now so you go there they just surprise them. So now how they go do go the cash them so the before now for just add as small so to see how they do the fit balance because now plenty for school them way they sell all their books them because plenty school don't say business they inside business versus business. You see on school, it is say uniform, it is say books, it is say textbook, it is say all books. Say when you pay and choose, they give you all thing one time. They don't need to say me work again for go for this side, go 5 book, work out this side, go buy book. You test it, they don't add price for this side. So all that one, you don't make them now, they cry. But for that side, for Bui Division, Rolando, people that they say uniform, the one that they say book, they don't they open that shop them, they went and buy. Even though buy they didn't show. You receive money, they can't buy book now only for send for you picking for Babusam, for send for picking for Yaoundé, for send buy that send for picking for Douala or all that side and people they don't send that picking them to go school because Palava school for inside division, they don't know whether it is so they go na left or they go na right. But for that side, book sellers they cry. They talk say this so they one day like say they don't even finish them. They crash where they go on. For 2 years when they never sell book. Number 3 years this again, they don't just come now suspend all the book they don't buy pack am for store. How they think say this so they go do survive and majority they go borrow small for bank, come for see how they go manage their own small life and for make say meeting and two is there for their own side for better. But now they don't just can suspend that all thing. It not go easy at all again for them. So how they think say this so they go do for inside this one so they ask Madam Minister say so make it try see what he go do for them when they sell book because some books they don't even be available set. Then they don't just come feeling all the business again. More you ask on one book seller, even though it say no, I bet when I hide my face so when I not show me for television. I feel talk. I want to talk because my belly bite. But you know what me they see face. I said, Mama, you say what you fit tell Madame le Ministre for Palava dia book. Escape book business in the waka, escape in the show.
English for this opportunity that they have given me to say something. And the first thing I have to say is the book list, the one book policy. That is a very good policy, but it came at the very wrong time. Why? Because if the minister were somebody that she was intelligent enough, she would have first of all thought of the 2 years that books have not been sold. What have the publishing houses done with the pile of books that they printed before the crisis began? What about the booksellers who are just managing? They take loans from the bank to buy these books, sell before they return. The books have been lying in their shops, especially mine here, for 2 good years. Nobody has bought it. And then another new book policy has come up. I am not refusing, it's a very good policy. Because we've had headaches of this school using this one, this school using this one. So she would have at least understood that these books, when the old books, when they go out of stock, then she introduces a new one. That's just to say that in Cameroon, anybody sits and take decisions. She was supposed to at least consult the various companies that the Ministry of Secondary Education deals with. Let them have a tete-a-tete chat and then take a decision from there. See a way forward. Then she sits alone and takes a decision and nobody counteracts it. It is not fair. We are poor, and we repeat that we are poor. It is not easy for parents, especially in this our northwest region here, to buy to buy books that they have been buying different. It's not easy. Things are going down every now and then. Talking about writing materials, I want to tell you that there are not even exercise books in the market. As of now, if I tell you that 60 leaves and 80 leaf square is not found in the market, nobody will believe me. Go down to Bamenda. Books that we are managing to sell this year are books that were printed, let me say 2 years ago. There are no books because they are also afraid that if they print books, they will not sell. So I will not blame them. But all in all is that education is the key to everything. Nobody hates education. Everybody loves school. But we are still begging on the government, please act on your consciences. Thank you.
But actually, parents this year, are they buying books?
The few ones that are buying are sending them down because most of parents have sent their children down to Yaoundé, Douala, in fact all the francophone regions. Majority of my parents who come here to buy, they buy telling me their children are here and there. For people like us who do not have siblings over there to send children, our children will surely be lost.
Thank you very much.
Another year. Some people they say they're not even there. We will pray. Peace. Back to school. How it gonna look like next week? We will surely bring more updates for Palava. This one. We think that this time around for talk about Palava chop for corner road restaurant. Them even though they say hygiene and sanitation. You don't turn up be na the one way they so na strong man it hell be say, "Mommy put me rice for 50. Mommy put me rice." We don't hear this story for they don't discover some. They want to find some small gun, some get picking, he repack them for body, for inside some fish, for that side, for Yaoundé. He don't make plenty put them down the water thing where, why it is for restaurant, they did, oh, you can't you, and governor said, Palava, the one they be call and say, will they ever work and do control, verify whether they so your shop they find, verify whether they so your this thing they find, restaurant they don't plenty now, cancel. Hygiene and sanitation will be a control for work and control that restaurant and they fire escape company, they get fire extinguisher, they get all the necessary things you need for protect human being. You don't turn that being a legal tax where they pay none money, you pay none you pay 10 times for hygiene, so they pay 25 times, 130,000. According to how your big your company big, Plain but they say this so they need to chop the meat. You want go for this type of tourism say this so we lack personnel. Personnel no they plenty. Because if personnel they plenty because they go around for check hotels and restaurant them now 2 times a year. After 6 months we go, after 6 months we go again. But for that 2 times sometimes they need to work all side them. Plenty people now they prefer for go chop fish. So you chop fish, you want to say no, the one na makiro, the one na makonjo, the one na flat fish, you share. But you chop meat. If they taste na goat meat, you just chop that so. They taste na uka meat, you just chop that so. But we go for this side for Douala 1 Municipal Council. We see that was even Ogami. But I say, Palava this hygiene and sanitation, how would I do? Ogami of Douala 1, Ajua Mayor talks today. So, it do all things possible for talk about hygiene and sanitation. They go around at least 4 times 1 year for verify and check say whether put the cook fine chop. But bring with the image the moon I see for that side. But for this side for tourism, they say them they go their own only 2 times for 1 year. Hygiene and sanitation, it's not for being a tax or it's supposed for being a control for the verify what own kind chop them. Why no be that for one man control they get control the way they can't control they can't chop when I sell on people. How long you don't buy fish you make for free. If you know they fine, they move up. Roland talks today, so make it carry we go to another side for Yabasi where screen the sweetie how Oga senior divisional officer for that side for Cam. Where to carry you go to for that side. He go Yabasi for go talk about trouble where Yabasi put it. Put it for Yabasi water na problem. They need forage them. Then another one, na health center them. They don't get them. Road for go that side, they need to talk them again. They need to talk them. But for Yabasi, fighting the way you go for that side, ski city say go, na the plantation them for that side for pineapple, I want to see how Oga Mayor is time for that side to say, make people them Yabasi Elis them, me wanna come invest for Yabasi. For make I say me Yabasi use the need to come on, they go Douala, they go Yaoundé, small time Yabasi will come in an empty village. Yabasi will come in an empty village. So the struggle for talk about all that small trouble, then Oga, senior divisional officer say, okay, I don't hear. And the carry am 2019, no, when I will get forage them. When I will get forage and even health center, come rain, come sun, governor no fit leave una for back, I go more write better report for saying when I get all this one them, and even use them to they encourage them they go down for dig ground, put small seed because that one no fit fail you at all. Even though road for carry and to come out, no go dey. But governor say so they go do all things as road for that side too. They don't start becoming work and small and use them to the glass that one to it go make me Yabasi it grow. Something no happen for Yabasi, Yabasi don't get community radio. Now minister for art and culture. Now he go build that radio. Put all material. Say na in that. Now we don't ask her no. I don't give una. You just say you go for go inaugurate time. It will be a big party. It will be a celebration. Pa them, mommy them, chief them, all them become for that side can rejoice. Say the one They don't know say Yabasi man fit stand talk under Yabasi people they hear. They know say Yabasi man want do something. If he can run go for Douala, he go for Canada. So that make Canada issue am before people they go hear. But now so Yabasi fit talk on the talk under Yabasi people they hear and they manage that problem. Then when they get problem, no be people for that side for Cambe go hear again. No be people for this side. So them two, you know, be being a small glad for that side. Chief them say do one not really better thing. Where they so pastor them two the next more prayer say at least Yabasi again for go ahead until them two. You go there fine as I see how they show you all the way they don't do. I say no, they want a really better thing for same thing they happen fine for inside they will country. So we come up on that side for Yabasi so Master Roland when I hit the press button this afternoon. Carry we this time around go to that side for the period call and safety for that side for inside Campbell for Ntaba precisely where this on Gong Timothy he organized football tournament even though they say football tournament. Now way they bring plenty use them for that side where this so it been a Ngongso FC versus Ntaba FC where this on Ngongso FC he do it he knock the what they call Ntaba FC 4-2 for that side where they allow the kick na penalty for that side where this so they want it make people for that side they come together. Plenty fun them fun from Cambe to be there for fee. Even fun for that side from sub be there for that side for fee. For Cambe do it for support it and for making meeting and two. It work a fine for inside community. Even on Gong Timothy, he know they live and for Palava football. He called to the one where they call and say the best man with the cook sha for that side. The best Okada man. The best they be about 52 of them. He give them certificate. He give them a certificate say control for doing the work for fun way. If you do and fine, no so also they give you award them. The best man they cook fine chop for that side. Them too, it will make them too they glad and people for that side activity. It make them too. He say so the one at the 3rd edition and the way pass it give you more courage for say make it continue for come back again next year for organize another tournament for say me picking them too. They not be distracted for do other thing and at least they not say na holiday. Then too they go enjoy small like how other one then too they come. More ask the organizer Mr. Gong Timothy make it tell we how he feel waiting motivating for organize this football tournament.
After the match, in fact, I'm very happy. The coach of Ngashon FC. After the match, in fact, I'm very happy because you can imagine we are going a long way after this match.
My name is Gonga Timothy, only as Tashi Donga Manton. This one is 3rd edition for my tournament where the organizer from Taba. And my aim for organize the tournament and for bring you them together during summer holiday. So that means they not be distracted. No problem there for Cameroon. So that means they not be distracted, they be distracted for football. So at the time, all people they don't come, especially the fun of Cambe. We don't come for here, for come be we fun of Sop, fun of Malu, all the fun the way they are present, all the people the way they are present at the town them. So that next time they will do it because if they not for like me, they not for come today for here and at the talk the match official the way they don't carry out this competition where it goes successful at the towns and plenty.
To one of them.
Yes, I work we don't organize on the first of the time for Taba for 51 person. Babysitter where they look up picking fine. Person where the cook shall fine. Person where the quarter they find the cleanest quarter, the cleaner achaba. Because you know plenty achaba than the dirty. So we don't dim them for more best one them. So for encourage people they make they work hard.
Thank you.
All this one are for encourage people may they work hard for that side. Any they can put more enter now for talk about Palava business. But this time around we carry on go time for live bilingual nursing and primary school. For that side for Suza, where this one at the 2nd year, where they do where they launch this school and a Deeper Life Church, he plant this one for that side for Suza. Fine school, new school, all thing and young, all thing for that side and check school fees. Nigerian money, school bus, he be ready for carry picking them, classroom them. You chance this one at secondary school. No, the one at primary and nursery for that side. Think they were picking the use them for play for nursery. I say it did for that side. Flop this one, it is so it don't just come for bring better and for change life for people for that side for Susan. So any papa for that side for the way you want me to picking learn better book. You want me to picking you get better education even for Palava church too small. They too they go give to Palava for educate picking and two for better way where they don't even dig for us. They put them they say me people for Susan not drink because water na life. Water na life. So people for Susan una dey una fine. Deeper Life you don't remember una for say make you put to better school for that side where una two una fit say una picking them make they learn fine book because na better school where they get better and qualified teachers them where they be well educated. Me would just ask some of these teachers them make they tell we what is Deeper Life it don't come for can do for that side for Susan and what is be Deeper Life?
Life bilingual is the life of Susan.
Eh? So life bilingual
is the life of Susa. Life bilingual is the life of Susa. Life bilingual is the life of Susa. Life bilingual is the life of Susa.
Thank you, Laura. I don't hear. Any other countryman that is small to the garden for another today after anything happen for inside this country. You will catch me again tomorrow when another day for the morning call and a country meeting from 10 o'clock straight going for 11:30 for morning time. We'll come for them with Chakara Tori and make meeting happen for better way. If you call me Michael, call me Congo Saman. Tomorrow I will come back for some Chakara Tori for better.